What's going on, you guys? This is Young Investor here, just going over the previous day close strategy with you. All right, so basically, the previous day close is basically where the stock closed at the uh, the previous day. So if you go over here to yesterday, the stock closed around this area yesterday. Around this area, you could say, right here. This 56 area, 56.96, 56.98 level, you could say. So that's where the stock closed at. That's 1600. That's 4 p.m. on my time. All right. And if you can see, that line is the same level as that. That's white line. Now, I'm going to be going over how to automate this with you. I have it on my YouTube. I'm going to send you a link if you need to add this onto your chart. All right. So this is the previous day close, where the stock closed at the previous day. And the previous day can act as a resistance or it can act as a support. We're going to be going over how we can use the retest strategy on the previous day close all in one. All right. So I just want to explain that to you. The retest strategy go hand in hand with every other strategy. Why? Because the retest strategy confirms confirmation. All right, you guys. Now let's get into it. Now right here. All right, the stock market open. The stock market open. All right. Now the moment that this Amazon start basically I'm sorry about that, AMD start basically selling off. It broke below the previous day close. This white line right here. We got support. We got support. All right. I mean, we got support. We got resistance. Well, support. You could basically say until they act as resistance. All right. So it sold off, pushed up to the previous day close, and it washed out right there. We got a small washed out, huge wick. The market start reversing, start going back up. This was actually the retest for the previous day close. This was essentially for a perfect time for you to enter. Pushed up to the previous day close, you could have get a quick scalp in and out. Got rejected, or pushed up to the previous day close, got rejected, sold off. Pushed up to the previous day close, got rejected, and then boom, you enter on a rejection, or you could enter on a break of this candle. And you put your risk like up here, but it would have been a tight, fast trade due to the fact we're in 1 minute. That would have took 1 minute, so you probably would have got faked out of this. All right, let's go to a cleaner trade. A cleaner trade. All right, so on the upside, the moment the stock pushed above, just like any support and resistance, this is the previous day close, the white line. It pulled back to the previous day close where the stock closed at the previous day, and it started trying to push back up. Let's see exactly what happened. And that was a nice clean push. And I told you it pushed above this resistance up here. The moment it make a higher low or it come right back to this blue line, it's going to try to keep running that support area, so which now will be a resistance area. So it pushed up. All right, got rejected right there. You see this long wick right here, pull back, and then continue to push up, pull back to this blue line almost, made a higher low, and then continue to run. But the first main entry we would have got in, we would have been looking to get an entry because we seen the stock push up right here, pushed up past the previous day close, pull back to the previous day close, and then we seen the previous day close now acting as a support. The moment the previous day close acted as a support, then we could easily get a run up. And then we got a confirmation where the stock pushed above this resistance up here, pull back, turn the resistance area more so into support, made a higher low, and then it continued to run. So that's how we use the previous day close for the upside. And you just put your risk around here. You gotta have a tight stop loss. Well, due to the fact that we got it down here, you put your risk probably like down here at this 56.90, 56.85 area because you got in at the previous day close, all right, or this area, all right. So that's what we look for the upside. Let me just go over it one more time. Let me remove this for you. Let me remove this for you. All right, let's go over it one more time. The stock sold off, pushed up above the previous day close, right? Pulled back to the previous day close, this white line, held above it. The moment it held above it, right? We know that it's a potential that the stock can end up running up. So pushed up, pulled back to the previous day close, and then end up running up. Then pushed above this resistance, made a higher low, and then kept running. And this is where you take profit at the resistance over here, and that's the resistance over there, and that's why it failed to break out. All right. So now let's go to the next stock. All right, let's go to the next stock. Well, first before that, I see a nice breakdown. The previous day close right here. The stock, right? The stock once it's sold off, right? It's sold off, right? For the downside now. Sold off, right? Broke below the previous day close. Found some support at the area around this blue line. Pushed back to the previous day close, and then we got a break below this blue line. You could have either got in right here, or you could have waited for the break of the support area around this level. It's up to you. Now, the closer you get to the previous day close, the tighter your risk. If you would have got in right here, it would have had a tight stop loss, probably like that right here. But if you got in down here at a break, you probably would have had to have your stop loss around right there, or the previous day close, up to you. But the moment this stock turns this previous day close into resistance right here, we know that the break of the support, we enter, and then we got a nice ride down. All right, look at that, nice ride down, nice little run down. All right, now let's go to another stock, for example. Let's go to BJ. BJ, I believe, bounced off the previous close too as well. And if we go up here, BJ don't got that much volume, but check this out. It was pushing up. We don't get in on the first pullback, right? We want to see it hold, push back to the previous close, and then we start running, breaking over the high of this little high, hold that as support, and then continue to run as well. Nice little push up, push, pull back. It's all about confirmation, you guys. All about confirmation. Excuse me. So the previous close can act as support, and the previous close can also act as a resistance, as you see on AMD. All right, let's go back to AMD one time. Just explain it one more time to you in a nice chart, on a nice chart that it happened on. All right. So let's see. The stock sold off, right? Pushed above this white line, which is the previous close. Pulled back on this red candle, and then it ran. And then it came up to a resistance area, pushed above this resistance area, pulled back, made a higher low, and then kept running. And then it ran to some resistance around this area. And that's why I sold off. All right. And that's how that would have been to take profit around this resistance area. All right. All right. So let's see. All right. The stock starts selling off. Okay. The moment the stock starts selling off, it turned this previously closed into resistance right here, and it came down to support. But this would have been somewhat a fake out, not really fake out. This was a nice entry due to the fact that it turned previously closed into resistance and washed out, but it found some support right here. All right, so we're looking for this to fully break the support area, and that's what we got over here. All right, we got a previously closed retest, sold off, previously closed retest, came back down, washed out. You could have either entered, if you wanted more confirmation, to break it a support right here, or you could have entered up here and had a tight stop loss. Really up to you. But this is a beautiful trade, and this is a perfect example of the previous close, pushed up. Sorry about that. Sold off, pushed back up to the previous close, turned the previous close into resistance, and washed off and sold off basically. All right. And I showed you the opposite of that. It's basically when the stock push above the previous close, turn the previous close to support, and then push up. All right, it's the same thing as far as like the retest strategy. This is just a retest strategy with the previous close, and this is what you can look for to use it with. All right, let me know if you got any more questions. This is just a quick review over the strategy.